Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, and happy Halloween. So, first off, guys, let me just say, I expected to review this figure earlier in the week, shortly right after I received it. However, a lot of complications have been going on with my business, personal life. So, I've had to get a couple of things straightened out. But, I am here back today to bring you guys another Minifigs4U Star Wars Premium Custom Review. And I am proud to say that I am the first to review this figure, and hopefully somebody else didn't review this before me. But this figure is absolutely wonderful, guys. The overall detail on it is great, just as any other Minifigs4U figure. However, what makes this figure so unique is the fact that it's a figure that you can continuously collect and build up an army of. Or at least build an army with, excuse me. So the custom I have for you guys today is the brand new 501st Trooper. Now, a little bit of background information on the 501st Legion, which is the Legion that the 501st Troopers are from. 501st Legion saw battle throughout the Clone Wars. They were pretty much the most expendable Legion of the Clone Army during that era. They saw action on countless planets all across the galaxy during the Clone Wars. They saw battle scenes from desert climate to forest climate to pretty much any grassland climate, etc. They saw, you name it, they saw battle. If they didn't have a full-scale part of the 501st Legion involved, some commander of that Legion was involved with the planning or execution of some battle in the Clone Wars. And these clone troopers served under the command of Captain Rex during the present-day Clone Wars, Commander Appo during the Order 66 era, / transitioning to the Galactic Civil War era, but primarily served under General Anakin Skywalker, later transformed into Darth Vader. The nickname of this Legion is also known as Vader's Fist, because this is the Legion that Darth Vader commonly used when he was trying to hunt down the Jedi and maintain order in the galaxy during the Empire era. So that is the whole entire background info on the 501st Legion. Now, some of the basic info off of the Minifigs4U site. This figure, you receive 7 CAC weapons, and a Arealight helmet is with this figure, same as any other Star Wars Premium Custom. And overall, it is a great figure to build an army with. So, as usual, let's get down to what you receive in this figure first. You get the same old LEGO Boy Productions business card. However, guys, of course, David's going to have to change this up a little bit, as you all know. David recently transitioned his site name to now Solid Brick Studios. So, of course, the LEGO Boy Productions name is invalid. But, of course, you still receive these business cards with Minifigs4U orders until he can get new banner designs and more things like that. So, now let's get on to the actual figure itself. This figure, like I said already a couple of times, is a very, very collectible figure because it's not too signature compared to the other 501st Troopers that we have seen in the past from Minifigs4U. It is pretty much the typical design of the 501st Trooper. The main line going down the middle of the helmet. The signature torso design that wraps around, kind of like does the reverse, where they thin out in the middle and then it spreads back out towards the torso area. And here on the arm detail, we have the blue markings here, along with on the right side the small little emblem of a small control panel over here, maintaining the suit's body functions. And one really unique thing about this figure that you would not notice from pictures of it on the Minifigs4U website at first is the brand new lines that you see on the legs here. Now, this is the first time I've ever seen more detail done to a figure on the legs from Minifigs4U. The most I've seen done on a figure is having that minor detail on the knee, mid-knee section of the minifigure. So that is a real nice treat that you receive with this figure. And in short comparison to this figure, I'm going to show you guys the 212 Trooper that I have reviewed previously from the Minifigs4U site, and this product was released earlier in March. By the way, I forgot the price of this figure. $25. Now that $25, in that $25 you get an amazing figure, as I have been stating throughout this review. So let's bring him in here. Bring this guy in. As you can tell, the armor is a little bit dimmed, but there are quite a few differences here. As you can see, the torso armor is different. The armor on the 212 Trooper resembles more of the Clone Wars texture, straight out Clone Wars texture. The armor design on the new 501st Trooper resembles more of the Phase 2 armor. That is the true difference here. So you can see Clone Wars torso and new Episode 3 or Phase 2, total Phase 2 clone torso. And I know I said that there wasn't that much extensive detail on the legs. By that I meant having details on the sides. I've yet to review another figure like the 501st Trooper that has details like that on the side of the legs. That's the first time I've ever seen or ever had or ordered a product from Minifigs4U consisting of that particular design on the legs. So overall, what are my opinions on the figure? It's really great. The Arealight helmet that you receive is absolutely great. It's just, same as any other Arealight helmet. It's very smooth, nice texture to it, very durable. Of course you get a black head with it. That's nothing new. On the back here, same back printing, nothing new there. The only real change is the main torso printing compared to a lot of the other troopers that we have received in the past. This is more along the lines of the end of the Clone Wars to the beginning of the Order 66 era. So that's the main difference that you see in this figure compared to the other 501st Troopers that I reviewed in the past. Mainly the custom figures, Jesse, Hardcase, Fives, Rex, etc. So this is the figure, and yes guys, arms and legs are poseable. Want me to demonstrate that? And pretty much any weapon can be used on this figure, but I prefer to use CAC weapons now more than ever. So speaking of that, now let's get on to reviewing the weapons that you receive in this figure. As I stated earlier, you receive 7 weapons, and these weapons are all really nice. So let's start out with the DC-15 rifle. Alright guys, so to start off the review of the weapons here, you receive the brand new DC-15 rifle from CloneArmyCustoms. Now, as you guys know, and as I've stated before in the previous reviews, David has fully converted over from LES weapons to CAC weapons. And let me just say this, guys, the CAC weapons are far more elaborate and far more intricate as far as detail compared to the older Little Arm Shop weapons used on these clones, or you received with these clones in the past. Now overall, the DC-15 rifle, this DC-15 is really nice. the gloss that you have and the extensive detail that you have on here. You have the short little tip here at the beginning of the blaster. The edge of the rifle is more, the end of the rifle is more rounded. You have the small little ammo clipping there. And forgive me guys if I have a little bit of inaccuracy as far as knowing what sections of the weapon I'm actually pointing at. But it looks really extensive, and it just looks really good. And you actually receive 2 of these rifles with this clone, which only makes the deal more sweet. And the value that this weapon is posted at on the Minifigs4U site and CloneArmyCustoms site, I believe, is $1. So that is it for this weapon here. Now I'm going to get on to the review of the Arc Blaster. Alright guys, so here we are with the secondary weapon that you receive in this package here. And this weapon is pretty much, I think, the most unique weapon you get in this package, and probably the least common you would think that you would receive in this package. This weapon is the Rm5 Arc Blaster, and the reason why I say this weapon is probably the least common weapon you would expect in this package is in the title of the blaster itself, the Arc Blaster. So commonly you would see this weapon on ARC troopers, or pretty much specialty troopers, mostly just ARC troopers because commandos have their own special weapons. But this is probably the most unique, probably like the last resort weapon you would think a regular clone trooper would have. This weapon on the Minifigs4U site retails at $1 and is really just a very unique weapon. You could tell, and you can see all the little intricate details it has at the tip of the blaster here. And you could qualify this as a pistol just off the looks, but considering the large mount that you have here and the small sniper scope, it would classify more as a blaster just because of those features enhancing the weapon's overall appearance. I apologize for that loud screaming you might hear in the background. That's just my little brothers. They're acting crazy today. Probably hopped up on candy. So, that being said, I'm going to get to the pistols that you receive in this deal, and I'm going to save the biggest weapon for last. Alright guys, so here I am with a view at one out of the 2 different kinds of pistols that you receive in this package. And this pistol, more commonly known as the Captain Rex pistol, the DC-17 pistol, is the most expensive weapon that you can receive in this package at $1.15 on the Minifigs4U website. This weapon is pretty much a secondary, though, that you probably can see on quite a few clones, because I have actually seen in some Clone Wars battles regular 501st clone troopers like this one resorting to their pistols as their secondary weapon, minus if they, are in a case where they are without their primary weapon, that being the DC-15 blaster. So this is the secondary weapon you would probably see them using. This weapon is the notorious weapon that shot and killed Commander or General Pong Krell when he betrayed the Republic. The clone who shot him was Clone Trooper Dogma, and unfortunately I could not review that clone trooper and add him to the 501st collection that I have now. But yes guys, overall this is the most expensive weapon you get in the package, but it's still a very nice weapon to have in the package. You ask me, even if you just receive the 3 DC-15s and this pistol here, or even 2 of these pistols, you're getting your money's worth out of the package. This weapon is probably the second most common that you see on regular clone troopers like this one. So now I'm going to get on to the 2 remaining pistols that you see at the bottom of your screen. So now we have the second pistol that you receive in this package, and you receive 2 of these pistols. These are the brand new E5 concept pistols, and these pistols each cost about $1. Actually, I was right before. These are the E9 concept pistols, excuse me. And these are $1 a piece off of Minifigs4U. These weapons here, if you ask me, are definitely multi-purpose weapons, because I could see this weapon being wielded by not just clone troopers, but by smugglers and pretty much any other trooper, not just the clone troopers. These pistols are a lot more extensive in their detail, as you can tell from the tip of the pistols to the back. They are really unique in design and a really great deal considering they're only $1. So you receive 2 of these pistols, and this is another weapon that only enhances the value of this package here. So now I'm going to move on to the biggest and last weapon I have to show you guys that came with this package. Alright guys, so here we are. We get down to the last and largest weapon that you receive in this deal, and that is the brand new rocket launchers. And these rocket launchers were significant in the latest episode of the Star Wars The Clone Wars TV series. These shot down the brand new droid gunships. These rocket launchers are portrayed to be really powerful, and if you ask me, this weapon is probably the 3rd to 4th most important weapon a clone trooper can have, depending on his designated position or his special tactic. And this weapon is also only $1, and that, if you ask me, considering the size of this weapon, is a great deal to get this weapon with this figure. So guys, what are my overall thoughts on this figure? Playability, 5 out of 5. Appearance, 5 out of 5. Weapon selection, 5 out of 5. And the biggest thing, price. 5 out of 5, guys. This is a great figure to have. A wonderful collector's item. A wonderful figure to stock up on and build a custom clone trooper army off of. If you do not have one of these figures, pick yourself up one, because this figure will sell out fast. I wouldn't be surprised if I put up this review right now and it's already sold out. So get yourself one while you still can. My overall rating of this figure is a 5 out of 5. Best deal you can have on a figure from Minifigs4U. So thank you guys for watching. I'd like to see you guys in another Star Wars Premium Custom review. So go pick yourself up the 501st Trooper. I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.